And just like that, the Cleaner Cast is live, back in prime time as we are every Friday here on the YouTube on my channel, doing the thing.
Absolutely.
How's it going your way, Dewar, on this fine Friday? Is it Friday? Yeah, it's Friday.
It
We do.
is. It is Friday. I know you're a little exhausted. We are talking
Yeah,
behind the scenes there, and you've had quite the day.
had a
You
mom
know,
mobile come in. It's been pretty rough.
yeah, we were discussing glitter. So those in
hmm
the comments, drop your glitter questions, drop your glitter comments. We'll get to those at the end of the day on how we like to handle those kinds of things for the glitter fanatics out there.
That's right. The Tornador had a
So
good workout today.
I could imagine. You
hmm
have to get into sistering some tanks to
Yep.
increase that air
Yes.
volume. You know.
Supercharged that Tornador. Put a paint gloss to work as well. Got a
Yep.
little paint gloss video of cooking, so you'll see that
That's
hit pretty
nothing to
soon.
sleep on. Nothing to sleep on. Paint gloss is the anti-static king. It's
That's
great.
right. I know you like the scent.
Oh, delicious.
Was it bubble gumish or is it big
Yeah.
red? I don't know what it smells like, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's a lot of goodness in those. The willpower is real from not drinking chemicals, I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But you know what it is. We are not doing our plugs this week, so I want to plug one thing. I have one link down below. This is the pink episode. We're raising a little breast cancer awareness with our friend Eddie Colon, as his family has been diagnosed with breast cancer. Mrs. Beverly Colon. We'll get into that in a second. But yeah, no plugs. That's the only thing I want to plug is their GoFundMe
yep.
and Eddie's YouTube channel. So anything to help, even if you just want to subscribe and like all his videos, all that kind of stuff, little goes a long way. Who we got in the
Sure
comment
does.
section? Bearded Hunter, what's up, my guy?
And I think
Yeah,
we have a new first in the house, Nacho Man Detailing Services.
Nacho.
Humberto's sleeping on the line, poor guy. So it's yeah. If you ain't first, you're last. So
That's right. But I
there
want
we
to
go.
congratulate the Bearded Hunter. He won the what was it? Best photo.
Best photo content.
Yes, best photo
Yeah.
content for the Grand Ambassador tournament. That
Yep.
is held every year at TRC since what was it, 2019, 2018, something like that.
Yeah. Right around
But
there.
good job, Bearded Hunter, pulled through. We had
Very proud of him.
top three on the cast. If you want to go check out that episode, they killed it like we figured they would rank pretty high, and they did. Our boy Brad from Perfect Detail pulled in the W.
Brought it home. It's
And
almost like we know what's going on in the industry.
it's like we're plugged in.
Yeah.
The hot word on the street. But yeah, we'll see Brad at TRCMA. I think
Sure will. Yep.
I think Bearded Hunter said he might drive up there as well, so we might see him too. Gonna be a good time. Come what is that, first week of April?
Yep, first week of April.
Yep. Gonna be good there. But yeah. Anyway, our guest today is gonna be Mr. Eddie Colon. He's got a fantastic YouTube channel, brand new. It only has like 2 months worth of videos or something, maybe 3 months now. But he just popped up. He keeps the energy high enthusiasm, very entertaining. As soon as I saw, first one of his episodes, I was like, oh yeah, this is good stuff. Kind of when his videos pop up, kind of the fastest I'm clicking on a video is his. To I know he's going to bring the energy, keep the energy high, and has been making his way through a bunch of rinseless washes. And it's fun to see the battles back and forth and his opinion on them. And his YouTube channel's been a good time. But like I was saying, we're going to be linking his YouTube channel and this GoFundMe link. Let me pull it up. This is the pink episode, everybody. Like I said, let me go to that page. I'm trying to figure it out on the fly. Here we go. The Beverly Colon's Cancer Fight Fund. If y'all want to donate to that, you can head over. You can see it's about a little over halfway to their goal. But it says, we're very sad that Beverly Colon, Eddie Colon's wife, has been diagnosed with aggressive breast cancer. We are kindly requesting you to help the Colon family and cover their medical expenses for the treatments. I learned about Beverly's diagnosis when Eddie shared a Facebook post on January 18th. They need help from their friends and community to whom they've given so much to. And yeah, he's been killing it in the detail community as well on the DIY detail, Facebook group, that kind of thing. So if you want to donate to their fight that they are just now starting out on, go donate to that. If you want to, just even subscribe or like his YouTube channel, go do that as well. But you ready to bring him on, Dewar?
Absolutely. Let's get
or is there any new hot Canadian news you want to cover first?
No,
nothing going on up there.
Nothing so far. It's business as usual up here.
Mhm.
The wind is strong and the snow is not here, so I'll take it.
That's right. We had like a weather balloon incident.
Yeah.
South of you. That was fun.
I do appreciate the internet's ability to meme the heck out of that thing. It's bring a lot of laughs over the last week or so that's been good. But we're going through what's called Fool Spring here. It's between winter and actual spring, so we think we're catching a break, but the real blast of winter is going to be coming again, I'm sure, anytime. So,
yeah, I think we're experiencing a little bit of that too. It was pretty hot this week, but February usually gives one more cold snap. Not Canadian cold, but cold for Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana cold.
Clear after that, pretty much. Like it'll randomly snow in February here.
Yeah,
pretty randomly. That shuts us down for a whole day. But all right, let's get the guest of the evening on. He is the awesome rinseless wash guru. Of calling him the new rinseless wash king. He's pumping out all these rinseless wash videos. He's Mr. Eddie Colon, everybody, from EC Details. Let's get him on. And just like that, Eddie C.
There we go.
What's up? What's up?
My man?
We are. Pink hat, pink shirt, pink background. I love it.
Do I look like Pepto Bismol? Like a big bottle?
Little bit. Well,
buy a big bottle of Pepto.
Yeah.
Let me take the hat off, boys, because that's wild. Let me take the hat off.
Use code Eddie for 10% off your Pepto Bismol purchases.
Pepto needs, yeah.
I wonder if they'll sponsor you, Jamie. I come out in my wetsuit, looking all pinkish. See if we get you a sponsor. I do want to say thank you guys for having me on the show. It means the world to me that you would dedicate this show to my wife. So thank you so much. Grateful.
Indeed. But even before that, I was already planning on having you on the show. I mean, your YouTube channel, just out the gates, just firing on all cylinders. So I'm loving the content. But if we can get you on, help you out even more, then, that sped up the process a little bit. But here we are. We want to know the Eddie Colon story. So if you want to kick it off for us and tell us how you got into auto detailing, we'll start from there.
All right. It was I bought a Genesis. Look, my current job right now, I'm a software engineer. So I build software. You're like, this guy just builds software? He's like, yeah, I build all kinds of software. I lead a team. And I do that like full time. So I detail Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday's the Lord's Day. But I'd be sneaking it in like Sunday night because God says after church. And then I bought it was my dream car. It was a 2019 Genesis. But I've detailed my father in Florida for a long time. Like he's from Puerto Rico, so I was born in Toba, and he takes and he was just a chrome polish. And I used to go around help him do his detailing things since I was old. Then I went to college.
Pop chrome.
Some guy, I don't know if it was some guy or some girl, scratched my Genesis. Bro, they keyed it. Like she put her love mark on it, all over it, like a huge line. It looked like my face was huge. So I'm going around town and I'm like, hey, can you fix this? And they're like, no, we don't do that. I'm like, what? So I got this nasty key mark on my Genesis that, I know it's not like a Porsche, but fat people can't fit in Porsches, bro. Like I'm not Shaq. I can't modify the seat to fit my sides. So
hey, you don't have to defend the car to me. I watched a Chevy Sonic for many years on my YouTube channel. So
humble beginnings.
That's right.
So I was like, at this moment, I'm in the living room. I'm talking to my wife, and I go, "Look, it's time." She goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "We got to do it. It's time. We got to bring detailing to Pocatello because I live in Idaho." So I was like, "Oh man!" She's like, "How are we gonna do that?" I had no freaking idea. So I started giving everybody free coatings. It was like Oprah Winfrey. You get a car, you get a coating, you get a coating, and it was like I was in debt. So at that moment, I got my first car.
Yeah.
I was in debt.
Holy smokes.
My wife's like, you said you were going to make us money, not take food from Wanda's mouth. I go, it's okay, Bev. It's okay. We'll just eat pot.
The cars are shiny. It's fine. Yeah.
No, but I think after that, we really changed the way we did detailing. So from 2019 we started, but I've been doing it with my father. And in 2019, 20, and here we are now. So EC Details grown and into a business.
Heck yeah. So it kind of started out, you get that problem on your vehicle, and then it seems like no one in your area can solve that problem. So you're like, well, time to take it into my own hands. I think that's how most of us get started with it.
I sold the car, bro. It was like an ex-girlfriend. Like I loved her, but I didn't want to be with her anymore. Like she was tainted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I fixed the scratch, got rid of her. So she's out there somewhere, coated up, probably with spots and halos.
Mm-hmm. But free coatings, I mean, that's pretty crazy.
I wish we were friends back then. Holy smokes!
Yeah,
everybody in church cars was ceramic coated. Like I had no comments.
Oh my! Geez.
Like we're going to church and I'm seeing the water bead the whole line, right? Everybody's like water beading. I'm like, I know where you got that, but yeah, we learned our lesson for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, my church. Cool. I'm not even giving them details. They hear my price and they're like, we're gonna.
We'll pray for you, Jamie. Let's have some fasting. they're like, we need to fast for that price, bro.
Yeah. But starting the business, how'd you how'd that start off and into your garage building the you did a fantastic tour on your channel. It's awesome, and garage build, it's looking phenomenal. And I think you built it, pretty hastily. Because how many years have you been doing it?
As a business, 3. In the current shop, when I say shop house, it's been 8 months.
Wow. So yeah, like it looks like it's like been a 5-year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wish it was 5 years.
Looks like a well-established business, I think, is what I'm trying to get at.
It was a lot of planning.
Yep. Yeah, that doesn't happen overnight for sure.
Yeah. So where does that start?
Yeah. So what we did was I was going into we had a 324 square foot shop. Like it was so tight that I couldn't fit around the truck. So I would suck it in, boys. Suck it in. You know what I'm talking about? And I'll be polishing with my stomach on the paint, like back and forth. And then what we did was we're like, hey, we could get a shop, or we could move into this house, get our forever home, and then use the income from the business to keep our shop where it's at. So we looked around, and shop costs were so high, and I still had cars. Like we had moved July, and we had cars the end of July, beginning of August. Like I was booked out. So 12 days I would work at my normal job. I would start the project at night from 6 o'clock to 2 a.m. And then the neighbors hated me because you hear saws at 2 a.m. And I closed the doors and I tried to make it not sound anything, but it was a passion project for sure. So we finished it. I think it was 12 days, 12 total days.
Wow. Done. That's crazy.
So, efficient. It looks like a very efficient space. Like I think you've spaced out everything very nicely. You didn't cover, the whole wall doesn't have, something hanging from it. It's very specific. So how did you seem like you have the mindset for efficiency?
That's a great question. So I thought about it like a website. Like when I go to a website, if I have a call to action, I don't want to click 15 different places. If I'm in my shop, I don't want to walk. Bro, first of all, I don't want to walk. So if I have to walk more than 15 feet to grab my toy door, I'm gonna be upset. So I was thinking to myself, how can we get the car in here? And because we could pull in like 3500s, our doors are like 9x8. How can we get the car in here, work efficiently, and have all our stuff lined up? So me and my wife drew it out on a piece of paper, and we're like, let's paint the ceilings black. Okay, what's that gonna look like for light? How much light do I need? Because I'm blind. Like my glasses are so thick, like they're huge. And then we're like, all right, where do we want the air in the garage? So now we have air on both sides. So that's how I was thinking. I was thinking efficiency from a standpoint of my user experience, my girls' user experience, where things are laid out.
Just talk us through like lighting and floors. How'd you pick all this stuff out? Were you like you watching the Obsessed Garage stuff, or how's that kind of get into things?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Look, I wanted to switch tracks. But when switch tracks cost more than my Tesla car payments, I was like, no thanks. So there's a company in Utah that they're like, hey, we'll even like put it in your garage for like $1,000 less. I'm like, let's do it, baby. So I went and race deck. Race deck, cost me $3,500. The lights I stole from the Obsessed Garage. The idea from it, I found out who his vendor was. And I was like, can I get it cheaper? I know that sounds messed up. Matt, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know you from Madden, but I'm sorry. My fault. I didn't buy it from you. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
And then that was it. And then the ideas were like, okay, how can I? My wife's from Montana. I took her away from her home to Idaho, so I gave her back a little bit of Montana. We put like Montana wood wall in the back. That's like from a barn.
Yeah,
so
I love the wood wall. That's it's a nice touch. It kind of gives kind of that natural kind of outdoorsy feeling versus a completely sterile environment. You know, kind of makes it a bit more homey, if that makes sense. But yeah.
See, Bev, if you're watching this, Bev, I did it for you, baby. I did it
yeah,
for you,
there
Bev.
it is.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So, we wanted stainless steel shelves, and I wanted it because I didn't want to go everywhere to grab my stuff for like washing. And then I was like, all right, I want my compounds on the wall. So if Ivan never looked at it, he'll get gross. Because I think I own every single compound in the market.
Yeah,
and I only use like 3.
Yeah. Oh, I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, I just threw out like half my compound drawer. I was like, I'm done chasing. I'm just gonna stick to a system.
Yeah.
So I threw a bunch of my compounds away as well. But yeah, just starting the YouTube channel. What was it, 2 or 3 months ago?
Yeah, that my wife told me to start it because my mother-in-law was visiting. It was the day after Thanksgiving.
It's a good excuse. Sorry, I can't hang out. Got to make my YouTube channel.
But it seems like you've been, collecting all the compounds. You got all the you're chasing. You can tell you already had a bunch of rinseless washes before. Like it seems like you had the stuff to make a YouTube channel and the mindset already. That constant search for what's next, what's the best, this or that, and then so all of a sudden you just decided to jump in the game.
She told me to jump in the game. I was nervous. Like I didn't wake up one day and be like, man, I can't wait to start a YouTube channel. We need another Latino, a chubby Latino telling people, try this. I think it was like the day after Thanksgiving. She's like, you're annoying. She didn't say it like that. She's like,
it's out of love.
My mom's here. No, she's like, my mom's here. You don't talk to her. Go do something with your time. Because I would go in my office. I would disappear, boys. Look, guys, ladies, if you're watching, I love your moms. My mother-in-law, I love her. But it's like after 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's the cap. That's the cap.
So she said, go outside. she sent me outside, and she's like, use your phone. And the first video I made was washing the Tesla. And it was so shaky. It was like, I was like, I don't know if no one's going to watch this. No one's going to watch this crap. And I did it. And I told myself, well, if you're going to do it right. Because that's my mentality, right? Like, hustle until you no longer have to introduce yourself. So after the first video, I was like, that great idea. I bought a camera and I was like, let's do it better. What can we do better? And that was my goal. Like, how can I get better and better and better? And then the other thought, Jamie, is like, I'm not Jamie the cleaner. I'm not detail made easy. I'm not even Ivan. So how do I differentiate myself from everyone else? So I'm just going to be me, dude. This is me 100%.
That's what you do. Yep. And it immediately, comes through the camera. You're very enthusiastic and bring the energy every video. And that's a hard thing to do. Believe me, it's hard to work up that energy and keep it enthusiastic and entertaining and say what you want to say about the product and this and that.
The authenticity, I think, is important because you're not kind of putting on a facade or anything like that. You're just keeping true to yourself and being honest with it. It's important.
But yeah, if y'all haven't checked out Mr. Clone's YouTube channel, you start with the garage tour. I think that's a fantastic way to start off. See his nice workspace, and then jump into the journey to find the ultimate rinseless wash. Seems like you started on, and it seems to be a heavy theme in the channel. So what is up with rinseless washing? Why are you so into it? And why is this need to find the ultimate one? Here we go, Beverly Colon. I want to say a huge thank you to absolutely everyone here. It means the world for me to do this. She loves you, Eddie Colon. Pink strong. God's good. We will beat this. There you go. Thanks, Bev, for tuning in. We're here to fight with you for sure. But the journey to find the ultimate rinseless wash, Eddie. What's the deal? What's the need?
Bev, I love you. At first, okay, Jamie. At first, right? You said I could call you Poppy. Is that awkward if I do that live? All right. I got Daddy and Poppy, but I was like, at first it was like I got into rinseless wash, right? I guess the backstory is I didn't have enough money to buy soaps because soaps is expensive, like good soap. You know what I'm talking about? Like super good soap, gallons.
Certainly can be. Yep.
And then I had Idaho water. TDS is like my cholesterol. It's like in the 200s plus. That's even with the water softener. So then I was like, how do I keep the cars clean and I get water spotted? So I got into rinseless O&R watching Ivan.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna be that guy. So then I was like, there has to be something better. You know what I'm saying? I said there has to be something better than O&R, guys. I'm sorry. Anyone, you can unsubscribe. Do what you got to do to me. And then, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try McKee's. So this has been 3 years. I tried McKee's. I was like, I can't do this. I don't know what it is about this. I couldn't do it. Then I went and tried Echo Wash. I was like, oh, this is awesome. You know, I want the foam because I wanted hybrid. And then I started a YouTube channel with Absolute. Then I did that video where I did my 3, like I love Wipeout. I bought DIY. You remember I bought DIY like November. And then I had Absolute in the bucket. And at the end of it, I was going to end the video and I was cleaning my mid out, my double flip. And I go, what the freak? I stopped the video, boys. And I went outside and I was like, something's wrong, kids. I'm like, what the heck is going on, dude? It's like my mitt's not cleaning. And then you'll hear everybody say, well, that's not how you do rinseless washes, right? That's like me telling you, Jamie, that's not how you breathe. Don't take deep breaths. Right? So it's like at that moment, I said, okay, there has to be like the one, you know, the one that got away. There has to be the one that I got to sift through the hype, dude. Sift through the hype. So then I started the first one, started the second one, and then people kept sending me like messages like, you need to try this one, you need to try that one. And I got like 9 downstairs. I've tried them all except for Wolfgang Puck. And then
So what exactly are you looking for in this rinseless wash? I know you like it to clean your wash media. Because you like them. You're a microfiber guy, right? Why not a sponge? Why don't you use the sponge?
That's a good question.
It's on the spot now.
I don't want to sound vulgar. I just like the feel of my hands, boys. You know, it's like it feels good in the hands.
You like to get in them curves, getting them emblems.
Yeah, I like the like I take the sponge, right? And I'm like, and I don't feel like I'm working. I don't feel like I'm working, right? But if I take the microfiber,
bit more tactile feel with the towel.
Yeah, because you can't put pressure on it. So I feel like I'm making music. Like I'm going in, and if you put it too hard, you're like, dang, you just marred that paint, bro. Now you got to fix it. With the sponge is like cheating. I'm like, I'm done, and then it doesn't feel like I've done anything. So, for me, it's the feel. For me, it's like I like the way it just cleans. To me, it cleans. I know everybody's gonna say sponge cleans better, but to me, it's just the thought of cleaning better. I don't know. That's my thought, but.
Okay, so number one, you want a rinseless that works with microfiber because you're a microfiber guy. So that's one thing. 2, it's got to clean the microfiber, which some have failed to do that. That's right. You don't want to clean twice. You want to clean it. And what's next? What's next on the list?
I gotta have it. It's gotta be. I want my cake and I want to eat it too. Like it's got to foam.
Right.
One day, if I want to wake up and I feel froggy and I want it to foam, I'm gonna foam it. If one day I feel like I'm inner Ivan LaCroix, I'm gonna put it in the sprayed on. I want to spray it on. So it's like I want choices in life.
Yep. So it needs to be the polymer surfactant kind of blend to do all the magic sauce. Got to foam it sometimes.
And the Foam Town USA.
That's right. You got to go to Foam Town USA every once in a while. It makes the internet happy.
Yep. So the best of both worlds.
So after that, what are we looking for? Slickness?
I'm looking for how does it interact with glass? That's another thing too. Like
glass.
If it's streaked to the point where I have to go take my glass cleaner out and do work, I'm gonna be pissed.
Exactly.
I'm gonna stare real awkward into the sunset and be like, "What just happened, boys?" Like I'm gonna be upset. So I want it to. Not only do I want it to be like easy clean off, surfactant heavy, polymer heavy. I don't want to streak glass. Like that's my pet peeve.
Sure.
And I don't want to do math. Like I failed English 12 times and I think failed math twice in college. I don't want to do math. Like I just want to say put an ounce in, drop it in the bucket. If I gotta start writing stuff in paper and carrying around a little Poindexter stuff and be like, okay, 1/4 ounce dilution, 245. I don't want to do that.
Couple Ugga Gluggas and then
that's right.
Spritz and there you go.
And
So where are
forgiving
we
too,
at?
because sometimes,
What's that?
like forgiving, Jamie, like sometimes, you know, you get a little heavy-handed. Like my wife comes out, she wears this nice sweater. I'm like, dang, girl, you hot. And then all of a sudden, like I over poured the rinseless in a bucket.
Yeah,
And now I'm like, it happens.
Yeah. 12 ounces of rinseless for a half ounce.
So where are we at on rinseless with protection and rinseless without protection? Does the ultimate rinseless have it or not have it?
Dang, Jamie, man, you should work for the NBC.
We're dropping
like,
the questions. We're getting
amazing.
Getting those answers.
I gotta be honest.
This is prime time, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain on YouTube. This is the hot stuff right here, folks.
That's right.
I think if I were to answer that honestly, I've used one rinseless so far with protection that blew my mind. And what blew my mind about it is we all talk about like, oh, how slick it is. When I think slickness, I know I give Absolute a hard time, but you got to admit, Absolute's super slick, right? Like slick. This one rinseless from Dry Bottle Appearance, Flex Hybrid Wash Ceramic, that thing was impressive. Like, would I use it all the time? Probably for my car because it's coated, or if I'm doing like a maintenance wash, or if it's not plugged or clogged or whatever we call coating these days that we didn't install right. But people right.
Yeah. Aggravate the internet. Yeah.
So I think that one's the only one I tried. But out of the 9 I've tried, there's like 3 that I really love. 4 that I really love. So I think
maybe 5.
Well, there's certainly nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's great to have favorites. It's great to always kind of try the different options out there, and options are fun, you know, especially if you're doing it kind of as a combination of, you know, for profit and fun at the same time. It's great to experiment with products, you know, and it's you know, sometimes you catch a gem in the underground market, so to speak, you know, that's just top notch. Again, like it's interesting how you kind of went on about liking it to foam. You know, some people can't stand foam. Some people don't like the mess of foam, but I mean, some people it just gives you that kind of visual feedback of, okay, there's something on the surface, and then when I'm wiping it down, cleaning it up, and that foam is disappearing, then I'm doing something.
Or sometimes you want your wife to come out and be like, he's really working. Like when I'm using the sponge, she's looking at me real weird. Like, Bev, you're not capping. She walks up, she's like, are you washing the car? I'm like, yeah, girl, I got the rinseless on it. Right? Or she comes out and she sees the foam, she's like, oh, this guy's working hard. Let me get him some coffee.
Working hard. That's right. Got the foam. I mean, there's foam everywhere, just flinging all over the place. That's when you know.
Sorry. How long is this going to take you? I thought you said you're washing the car. Yeah, but it takes time.
That's right. But you know, it depends on your preference too. You know, me and Dewar love some Absolute, but we're both sponge guys. We love the black ultra sponge. You know, so you liking the microfiber makes sense, and you liked that hybrid wash so much you sent me a bottle. I'm like, Eddie, I don't need no more products. And you're like, no. You don't understand. And I used it traditional style, and it foamed great. And cleaning power was there. Slickness was there. So far, I'm pretty impressed with this Drive Auto Appearance hybrid wash myself. So you'll probably be seeing it, and we'll probably reach out to them for the podcast soon. But, yeah, good stuff there.
Absolutely.
So where were we at? So protection. I haven't found one with protection that I've liked yet. I like a nice, clean, rinseless wash. I know you said their ceramic version's pretty good too. But, yeah, I haven't found one yet.
It's certified. Like, if I could get someone to co-sign this check, that one's real good. It's real good.
Nice.
Very nice.
But I guess that opens us up to some live chat Q&A. So if y'all want to start peppering us with your hot rinseless wash questions or garage build questions, anything like that.
And definitely drop your favorites in the comments and kind of explain why, and we'll kind of talk about it. So
that's right. So I wanted to make a tier list and do that YouTuber thing where we, you know, there's like A, B, C, D, E, F, and do like the tier list thing and see if we could argue about it. But the dang Mom-mobile came in, so I didn't have time to put all that together.
Those dang Mom-mobiles.
Wait, I guess I'm interested, Jamie and Alex. Like, what are you looking for in the rinseless? Like, what's your go-to right now? I know you said Absolute, but just say PNS decided, hey, we're selling, and we're going to change the name to nuh-uh, and you can't get it.
I'm reverting right back to O&R. I mean, it's just O&R.
Stop it.
I was so happy with O&R. I didn't need anybody to start making rinseless. So I didn't ask for all these companies just all of a sudden start pumping out these rinselesses. But yeah, once P&S makes one, I gravitate towards it, and it's delivered. I will say it has a slight drying problem in direct sunlight, I've noticed.
Right.
Like tell me more about that. What do you mean?
Okay, so drive auto appearance, foam's nice, dwell's nice, slick, all this. Like I washed it outside traditionally. Do not do a traditional wash with absolute rinseless wash. It does not work. It does not work at all. It's bad.
Well,
bad things.
Did you do it? Like, did you spray it in the foam cannon? Like, how'd you get there?
Yeah. I foamed it on, and I was trying to, that's my thing. I'm gonna see if something works in the foam cannon. I'm gonna come on YouTube. I'm gonna show you how it works. Absolutely, that video ain't getting made with absolute because it absolutely does not work in a foam cannon. Something bad happens.
Bergie's gonna try it, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah. O&R works better in a foam cannon than absolute does.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say about
the fact that you said O&R works better kind of blew my mind, dude.
I love O&R. Hey, so what was O&R lacking in your mind?
Do you remember before 2021, before we started getting like monkeypox?
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Do you remember like the first version of O&R?
Yeah.
I had these 2 gallons of the first version of O&R. I thought this thing was like I Am Legend. It was the last of its breed.
That's a good amount of O&R, to be honest. 2 gallons. Holy
yeah, 2 gallons. That was a lot of cars. Like, I bought the new bottle, or when they had the little gold sticker that says new and improved.
The new formula.
Forgot to put the improved version. They forgot to put the improved version in the bottle.
Oh,
I was like, what? I was like, no way, this is improved, bro. This is not like it's not nothing about this improved. And that's when I went to McKee's. Like I was like, nothing improved here. Anything I'm not cleaning. Like it was weird. It was weird.
But, yeah. So what's that?
And,
all right, you got us a question.
Yeah, because we and just kind of touch on that with kind of with Eddie saying what am I looking for in a rinseless?
Oh yeah.
It's for me, I've always, because our weather's so harsh and we get so much kind of rocks and nastiness thrown on the road, with wintertime for so long. On the mild days, I'm always pressure washing first. Because it's kind of at the point where I know that where the threshold is to kind of safely do something. And I could do it, but I'd rather just take the few minutes, blast it off, and then rinse it off. Because if it's, I'm in the heated garage, so I'm able to kind of go to the paint spray, blast it off, come home, give it a few minutes, let the car warm up, and then do a rinseless just to get the film off. It's more just kind of, especially the jams and, kind of where the plastic fender liners meet the actual metal panels, and just getting all the junk out of there, blasting it off, I think is imperative. And then I just like to get the film off to keep the surface clean so that, my car's coated, but the snow comes off easier if I'm ever in that situation. Or if we're ever removing snow, I'd rather have a clean surface with, that kind of solution to clean it instead of a bucket wash, because it'll just make my driveway into a skating rink, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I love skating, but I'd rather not in my driveway. And just a quick and easy way to do it. And, getting the snow off in a clean and effective manner if you are stuck outside. I'd rather brush on or gently remove the snow on a clean surface versus a really dirty surface. So that's my main intention. But when it's nice out, I love as Jamie would say, a Foam Town USA foam party. And, just go crazy with it. There's definitely a time and a place, but to get me through winter, I love the look of a clean car, and when it's gross, it's gross. And it's hard to live with it.
That's right. Well, let's take a pause for the calls. We're about halfway through, everybody. If you're just joining the stream, this is the pink episode where we're raising a little breast cancer awareness. Also, the only link we have below, let me go to it, is the Beverly Colon's Cancer Fight Fund. They're about halfway to their goal. If you want to go help and support the Colon family, that's what this episode is about. It's the only link in the bio. Also, if you want to subscribe and like Eddie's YouTube channel, is there as well.
So we'll get started on a
hit us with the questions. That's right.
get started on a couple of these questions. Let me just go through my list. Couple statements too. We've had a lot of favorites, which is awesome. So thank you to everyone for that. Nacho Man Detailing Service. What's epic from PNS? So Jamie, you visited. I know the answer, but I'll let you answer that one.
Epic
on
is
Epic
a
PNS.
waterless wash. I
Mhm.
don't use waterless washes. Good for door jams, I guess, but I don't use waterless washes. It's just kind of
A lot of people use it as a pre-treat too.
But I'm guessing it's surfactant heavy.
Yep.
Kind of a
think
surfactant. Where Absolute is a polymer rinseless wash. Epic can't be diluted. Use it straight.
Yeah.
It's a waterless wash. It's not rinseless.
Yep.
Completely different product.
Yeah, and I've seen people spray Epic on really dirty panels before using an Absolute rinseless wash.
Yeah, that might. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah,
so many
I've seen people do that. So
yeah.
Here's Eddie over here saying,
Guys,
guys,
so many the whole time just to do a rinse.
We yeah, it can be when you look at it from that perspective. It's like, wow, this is a lot, but it's still fun no matter what. But yeah, we got Joe Martell saying Absolute best for slickness and shine. DIY is great as well, which DIY I think has been a real heavy hitter recently. It's been blown up.
So is DIY leading the charge right now, Eddie, or is one we haven't seen on your channel yet? Kind of impressive.
You ever seen Rocky when he goes to Russia? Wait, am I allowed to say that on this channel? I'm not racist, but he goes to Russia and trains outside of the snow stuff. There's one coming. DIY is like my favorite, but there's one coming that they're like double impact, dude. It's the same person. Maybe Ivan. I don't know. Ivan. Maybe.
So there's one training in the background about to come hit the channel.
Maybe. Sequel's coming.
He hears Mickey. And he said, "Let's get up, Rock."
Yeah, let's get him right, yo. He's coming. What's next, dude?
We got one from Alfred Auto Spa. Anyone ever try Quick and Easy Wash? Curious how the OG rinseless compares to today's champs.
I'm not sure what that one is. So
and with the OG rinseless, I'm thinking if he's referring to McKee's, because I know Matt and the team over there love McKee's and 914. So yeah, Alfred, just touch on the Quick and Easy Wash. I don't know if that's a company or what that is. I'm not too sure. So if you can.
Speaking of Ivan, DIY detail in the house.
There we go. Very
Eddie,
nice.
What's the promo code? You got a promo code with them?
Good Lord. Oh, it's rinseless 10. Rinseless.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just saw it on the site, so I was gonna get you if it slipped your mind. So
another way to support the Colon family, go use that promo rinseless 10. Get you a bottle of that what's theirs called? Rinseless wash. Pretty simple, right?
So we got detailing breakdown. Eddie, what's your favorite chemical to put in a rinseless? If you do this, add protection, whether it be a waterless or rinseless. I've played with this and liked it very much.
So like what?
I just put water.
Yeah.
So you don't spice it up with an APC or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm not smart enough to. I'll probably break the keg. How much?
little chemistry accident. Might make a hole in that nice wood wall you got. So
yeah, I think I accidentally started something. At the beginning of the year with mixing this and that, and it's kind of snowballed from now. We got honey pots and all kind of mixes I'm seeing on social media. But
the Hawaii honey pots.
Yeah.
What would you do though? Like, this is my question. Like, do you add something to the rinseless? I know for protection, I don't know about that, but like, if I want to get a deeper clean, can I add something to it? I've never even tried. Like, it scares me. Like, I remember one time I put like half a gallon of the lotion inside of my thing on accident. Like, I poured it on accident. You know what I'm talking about when I say lotion. Don't look weird, Jamie. I know you're a PNS dude.
No.
Yeah. Put the cocoa butter inside of the thing, and I overdid it, and it cleaned like it was like acid. So I don't know. I mean,
there it is.
I wouldn't. I need to try it. I need to try detail breakdown.
Rinseless is pretty powerful. It's
and I
start adding stuff. You're gonna deal with streaks, chemical staining.
Yeah, I think especially with rinseless is that it's so formulated that it's one of those things you don't really want to mess with. I mean, I have seen people add all-purpose cleaners to a car wash shampoo to kind of mix that. But I mean, even with certain chemicals, if you can kind of if you understand pHs and where they need to be, if you can kind of stay in the similar range, because I mean, if you're adding a straight acid to, a heavy alkaline, then that's gonna, might spice things up a little bit. But
you're gonna get some smoke.
Yeah, some smoke, some fog.
That's
all
right.
all
Good
the fun
nitric
stuff.
acid action. That's when it
But
gets
yeah, rinseless isn't one of the things I mix a lot. I mean, obviously you got Jamie's concoctions of protection more so, and then kind of the heavy cleaners with Brake Buster and Iron Buster. But yeah, I mean, again, those are very similar ranges of cleaning abilities.
Yeah, and like I said, I like a pure rinseless, so I don't mix any protection in my rinseless. I don't like interference there.
I do got a question for you all.
What you got?
So I've been doing a lot of rinseless lately, right? Have you ever left your rinkless? Look, I can't speak English on live TV. Have you ever spent left a rinseless in a bucket dirty for a couple of days?
Mm-hmm.
What has been your experience? Because I walked out the garage 2 days ago, and I promise you, it felt like somebody left a fart sandwich under my car. Like I had the dehumidifier on. I was spraying like that Bed Bath & Beyond or Bath and Body Works spray all over the air. And for some I couldn't figure out what smelled like it pooped, like a dry fart. Like somebody came in, left it there, and it was circulating. Has there ever happened?
So you're saying a marinating rinseless in the corner starts stinking on it?
2 days.
So is that with towels in there or without?
Yeah, is it with?
No, it was without towels. I took towels always.
Was it a dirty bucket?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I left it there. I mean, I did the video. Yeah. I looked around. I said, I'm not picking this crap up, and I took my towels out, rinsed them, and the buckets were dirty. And in 2 days, bro, it was funky. It was like a dry fart.
Yeah, whatever was on that car, there had to be some like material, some organic material on that car you washed or something.
Yeah, I've had some I've left like O&R in a bucket over the course of like a week just to kind of see, and I've had it with a Gamma Seal lid and without, and it's just kind of the same. It's kind of like a stale smell, if anything, and I mean it loses some of its color too. That's just chemistry.
I've had it go bad, and the bucket smelled pretty bad even after cleaning it. But that was only it was a very dirty bucket for I'll leave it in there for months. I have a bucket in my garage in the corner at all times full of rinseless, ready to go with the black sponge in it. And I don't have bad results. I just had one time. I think when you get some certain organic material or something in the bucket, you need to clean it out.
There was nothing organic about what I smelled. Dude. That was raunchy.
Something like that. What else we got, Dewar?
All right, let me pull up another one here. So from Two Shine question, when do you do an APC rinse? So I'll start off real quick. I've pre-soaked before I rinse off the car, especially in the wintertime. I'll hit the lowers, because that's where I'm noticing more of the clogged protection, so to speak. Kind of, it's bunged up a bit. But I do it before I rinse. But with you guys, it's carry on. Definitely let me know where you guys are doing it.
What do you think about this comment? Was your water deionized?
Oh,
that sounds expensive. It was a hey, detailed breakdown. That's too rich for my blood. That was straight out the tap.
Yep. Yeah, I only use tap water as well. Anyway, APC rinse. So do the mats. Every detail first, and I spray the whole vehicle. Well, I'll do the wheels and tires after the mats, and it's APC time. You soak it down the vehicle, and then you rinse it off. That's when I do APC rinse. I don't do it rinseless. I just do the rinseless. Eddie,
I was watching Phil Miranda a lot, and I was like, I'm gonna copy this man. He's successful.
That's right.
I was like, I started doing it. I see that Ivan does it on his channel. A lot of people do it. And I was like, I'm tired, bro. I'm too big to be going around the car 5 times 4 minutes. So I'm being honest with you. Unless the car is super muddy, 100% rinseless. That's all I'm doing. APC comes out for the tires, of course. Like if I'm using or testing something, I put it on the tires, clean it up, take out my pressure washer, clean that. But other than that, I don't do anything with it.
Yeah,
he's a man of class, You're rinseless all the time. Good deal.
Yeah,
I use bucket naked wash.
Bucket naked wash. So tell me about this bucket naked wash you keep telling me about in the messages. What is this?
Bro, I promise you, I'm not trolling anyone on TV right now. Look, it's this thing that Cameron was telling me about. He owns Drive Auto Appearance. So there's actually like 3 soaps that I love. Like I use 3. If I'm going to do like a traditional wash, I use like MV Snow Plus. I use Fine Labs, and then I haven't used Incredible Suds because I'm
Envy, Fine Lab.
Yeah, I need to order some Incredible Suds. But he's like, hey, try this out. So it was one day this lady, it was like last week, she brought over a car and it had mud on it. I was like, rinseless. And I tried it once with Hydra. I was going around Hydra with a muddy car, literally used like 3 detail keg cannon and nothing came off. So I had to spray it off. Well, I was like, I'm just going to try this. So it was bucket naked wash. I put in a foam cannon about 3 ounces, super thick. And it was like clean. I didn't even do like a contact wash with it in the bucket. I just let it foam, let it dwell. And then I went in and used my rinseless DIY and sprayed it on, cleaned it. It was dope. I thought it was a good soap.
So it sounds like a strong, higher pH soap. Sounds like you can skip the APC rinse because you're using a cleaning soap.
Yes, sir. That's a good way of putting it. See, that's why we call you Poppy.
I'm gonna have to get this bucket naked wash. I like the name. I'm liking it.
If it does what it says, it's great. It's good. It's a fantastic name. 100%.
Yep.
There we go. All right. So we got a question, Freddie. If you've used any of the
chemical
guys stuff.
Chemical guys.
Hey guys, I feel
Eddie,
safe.
Eddie, were you around when the chemical guys craze was going on? I mean, they took over YouTube at one point. So I definitely went through a chemical guys phase pretty early, 5-6 years ago. When did you come into things? Were they still around?
What's your fix?
I did use. They're still big. Like I used some of their stuff. So I bought their brush because I think it was like the most affordable tire brush I could find. And then I used what was it? I got bamboozled. It was like a compound where it's like a 4 system: V55, V85, V95.
Oh yeah, the
compound system.
V8965.
It was like V32, 34, 36, 38.
V1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
That's all of them. Yeah, I think I would have done better with suntan lotion, to be honest.
I've never been more disappointed than ordering Diablo wheel cleaner and the hamster little wheel brush. That's the most disappointing combo.
I think the gerbil. I think it was called the gerbil.
The gerbil. God, that is the worst brush in the history of brushes. The gerbil is awful.
I almost bought Diablo at one point, but I never saw like a positive review. I'm very much a hypocrite. Like I'll read reviews on stuff, whether it be detailing or not, but it's rare that I'm ever kind of reciprocating writing a review. So it's kind of.
I don't invite the devil in my house, so
right.
Like
smart man.
Anything that says Diablo or anything that you get in 16 ounce that doesn't dilute. I think for me to shine, if I had to be honest with you, the experience I had with the compounds where I used like V55, V88. It was a
sounds like a football play.
Yeah, that's what it's like. You don't know which one to pick. Did I pick the red bottle, the orange, the green? That was my last time ever using chemical guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've got some. If you stick to honeydew snow foam.
Yep.
What's the dressing? It's been so long.
VRP.
VRP.
Yep,
I mean, those
stuff's good.
Those are 2 all-time greats in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, 2 out of 500 isn't bad.
Honeydew
500. Lord,
the honeydew snow foam. That stuff that foams big time.
It foams. Yeah.
It smells pretty nice.
They kind of mastered the early stages of snow foam. That's where they found success.
And I did love their line of air fresheners. They had some very creative names, and there was. I do have a little watermelon sample bottle.
There you go. Total Interior was good.
Yeah,
I never tried the nonsense. It didn't really make sense to me, but I've heard that was one of the good ones too. Classic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
they
what else we got?
But yeah, moving on. So we have a comment from Humberto saying Eddie needs a detail keg. I know you mentioned that earlier to use rinse. Let's shoot it on all over the car. I know
I have to.
Hold on.
I have to, bro. I
got
2.
Go.
Hey, I got you. One's a giveaway. Coming in with 1,000 subscribers.
Oh,
Gonna have my wife.
Humberto, you're supposed to be first. You're supposed to be caught up in all this YouTube stuff. What you
he's
doing?
Second. He's not. Oh man, he's slipping.
Slipping.
2023 is the year of Humberto slipping. That's not good.
Now it's gonna be. You got to change the name. Fifth from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we. I did see a. IK has a stainless steel canister for the tint PPF. That's you pressurize it with an air hose, and our friends over at TRC were using it a little while ago with some hot rinseless, and that seems like a pretty powerful tool. If you got deep pockets, it looks like a pretty neat tool. But $350.
Good Lord, does it come with like
that's
French
the IK?
nurse?
Yeah, that's the IK one. So,
Okay.
but yeah, who knows? Maybe the more popular it gets, the cheaper it'll be. We can only hope.
Does it come with like? Does Levi come with it? I mean, what do I get?
Yeah, really.
So.
Does the master shine?
Yeah, master shines. I mean, Levi will appreciate the wood wall, so maybe he'll come out with one, do a little demo.
He lives up the street.
Yeah, he is. So, Kimberly's saying that Epic needs to be sold by the gallon, which right now PNS I think it's only in the pint.
Is it not? Wow, I didn't even know that.
But yeah, and then Ulysses Lovano, sorry if I butchered your name. How long is the code good for? I'll pick up a gallon of DIY to support the cause.
No, it's going.
It's live until Ivan kicks me off.
I think that'll be indefinite.
Yeah, until Ivan says I'm done with this.
Yeah,
it's going.
Yeah. Anytime. There we go. And then JB dropping the real questions here. Any ideas how long until the mystery rinseless makes
now
its
we're
appearance?
Talking.
We're getting that tea, baby. We're getting that Friday tea.
All right, I'll tell you what's next, because I one thing I always made a promise to myself is I'll never make a review without trying it on customers' cars, because I could clean my Tesla. It's not the same, right? So before I make the video, I do about 4 or 5 customers' cars. I put a note on my phone, like sucks or doesn't suck, and then I do the video. So what we have coming up is Absolute versus DIY. After that, we're going to do Absolute versus Hydra. Okay. And then we're going to the main event, which is going to be DIY versus another one.
Oh.
Keep another one.
And,
so 3 videos, 3 weeks, unless someone asks for something else.
And if you want to have those drops to your inbox, folks, you better smash that subscribe button, smash the bell, and you'll be notified before Humberto here, 5th from Puerto Rico. We'll be slacking. There we go.
So you mentioned Fine Lab. Fine Lab has pure whatever they got, pure rinseless, I guess. Anytime I post a rinseless thing, there's a comment, you ain't tried the best, which is Fine Lab pure rinseless. Have you tried that one yet?
Yeah. So Elevate, is he on? His name's Joshua. I made a promise, so I lied. I might have to do another video. Fine Labs is good, but it's like that. We go back to I don't want to do math when I do dilutions. Like if the bottle tells me 1 to 256, but then everywhere online says do it 1 to 395. Bro, what does that mean? 1 to 395. Like,
holy
moly. How do I do that? How do I do 1 to 395? Can someone explain that to me? Like it's super. It cleans. It cleans amazing. Like you could use an ounce of that inside of doing laundry, and it spikes your non-detergent, non-clean detergent, and it cleans it real good for your microfibers. I have used Fine Labs. That's the extent of that. Like it's great. It's great.
No one gets notifications before Humberto. Well, he's slacking on Eddie's channel. I don't know if he didn't hit the bell or what. But
yeah. And Joel Santana here saying that he's had some funk smell when he's left his rinse in for a couple of days. Yep, it's nobody's immune to it, but it's
I have somebody who agrees with me because it's lowered out. I don't want to call the rinseless out because I'm not, but I know what was in that bucket, and I know how to take a salt bath to clean my body afterwards after emptying the bucket because that was that bad.
Yeah. And a suggestion for a video from Franco here, Eddie. What about a Mad Scientist video where it makes all the rinselesses into a wash? That's bucket's gonna start smoking for sure.
My Tesla's gonna go out of warranty, dude. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
I'll do it if you want, but I don't know what's gonna be the outcome. I'll do it.
And the concentrate, I mean, that's more math because you'd have to figure out, it's not going to be 256 to 1. Yeah, like what? Like how do you mix that?
I'm gonna have to talk to Ivan after this to see what his thoughts are. He'll probably tell me real nicely because he's always nice to me. Like he helps me out a lot. You're dumb. Don't do that.
Yeah. Get the KitchenAid stand mixer out. Mix those rinselesses together. There you go.
Gotta get them
all right. Yeah, so detailing breakdown. Have you tried PNS shampoos or rinseless? So I'm assuming that detailing breakdowns are referring to Pearl, because that's a bit of a jack of all trades, if you will. And I know it is a foamer, and I've heard good things about
slick.
it. Yep.
Yeah, it is. That was, Rennie really wanted a rinseless wash. Dave and Bob didn't understand what a rinseless wash was at the time, so he's like, we're gonna make Pearl a rinseless wash. Pearl doesn't foam that much, super slick, 256 to 1 works pretty good. That's kind of that story. Do it in a well-ventilated
area. Yeah, it's might have to go on TikTok to really blow up. So
he's always kind. I'm about to do it outside and freeze, boys.
Or YouTube Shorts, I guess. Maybe that's taken over. But yeah, and then Nacho Man, but Jamie made me buy PNS concentrated stuff in his last video. So Jamie's making those sales for sure.
Jamie's the reason I bought Undressed. Have you guys seen his short Undressed?
Yep.
That was
watched that one this morning. I enjoyed that.
I appreciate it.
You can't get dressed unless you're already undressed, and you can't get undressed unless you're dressed.
Makes sense, right? Well, I've been trying myself to figure out how to get this tire dressing to work, and listen to Sydney say a couple. It just makes sense to use the undressed, and all this stuff, but I'm trying to figure out dressed. So I thought I'd make a video about it.
Detailing made simple. What are your thoughts with so many rinseless washes now in the market? Do you feel some companies rushed into the game with creating ones too fast? That's a really solid question.
Well, yeah, he's had Eddie himself has had some complaints about brick, as he calls it.
Oh yeah, brick. Oh
man, can we have a moment of silence for brick? Let's bow our heads.
Yeah.
That was the pink episode, brick versus Hydra. I'm quite the fan of Burke, but I haven't fully used the rinseless wash, but I like it pretty good as the detail spray. It smells good to me.
Just use water. It's the same thing.
Just
put the water
in
the bucket,
goodness gracious!
And just let it
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yeah. I've only tried Absolute and O&R so far, but really looking forward to trying the DIY goodies. It's
we'll make it up there eventually.
Yep. Ivan knows what's up, so it's.
Viewer's package been in the mail for like 4 months.
Yep.
It got stuck in customs in California.
Yeah, the Canadian customs, I think they like to try a lot of the stuff that's destined for me. Open it up, take a little sniff, see what's going on, and send it on its merry way.
Yeah, I think someone at customs is a fan of the cleaner cast, and like, there's a good package coming for viewer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
Or a moose attack the mail truck or something like that.
Yeah, that's crazier things have happened. So, but yeah, I think that's all we got for questions. There's been a lot of good conversation for people's favorite rinselesses, and a lot of the ones that we touched on are very much in the thick of the conversation, which is great. So thanks to everybody for dropping up your comments.
Alberto coming in saying DIY rinseless is #1 in Puerto Rico. So.
Very nice.
There, a lot of people are loving DIY.
Humberto, haven't subscribed to Eddie since I haven't seen it yet, but once on my radar, everyone has to try baiting me. So he's there now. So Eddie's phone's gonna be blown up 3 a.m., 4 a.m. No matter when you schedule his videos, Humberto's there. He's on top. So
yeah, it is a brand new channel. So I'm glad to introduce Mr. Eddie Colon's channel to y'all.
Absolutely. I smashed that subscribe button, and I think everyone else should smash the subscribe, smash the bell.
Epic battles.
Smash the like on this button, or can you tell it's Friday? Smash the like button on this video too. You gotta drop the YouTube hype, the hype phrases. Do it for the kids, do it for the families. It's a family friendly show here every Friday night.
Yeah, one more time as we go out. Beverly Colon's Cancer Fight Fund linked below. So is Eddie's YouTube channel. Go check it out. Donate if you can, and help this family out during their fight against breast cancer. We're here for you, buddy. So any going words you want to plug, anything, go ahead. The floor is yours.
I just want to. I'm good plugging, so I don't need to do that. But I do want to thank you both for your time. I think for me, just
thank you.
Tremendous blessing to come on here and talk to you, because I've been watching you guys for a while, like low key.
I appreciate it.
Man crushes, right? And then so I appreciate you all for having me. I thank everyone for supporting my wife. She means the world to me. So thank you, everyone, and just appreciate you just watching. And remember to like this video, because it was fire. Like hashtag absolute.
Yeah. Absolute fire.
That's right. I was a little tired coming in after a mom mobile detail, but hey, I warmed up.
Yep.
There you go, people. We'll be back next week. Go subscribe to Eddie Colon's channel, and that's it. That's all we got for this week, everybody. And Dewey, you got anything on the way out?
No, that's it. So everyone just have a safe and enjoyable weekend. And I've heard of a sporting event happening this Sunday. So
yep.
If you're into that, definitely enjoy that. And
ready.
Get your snacks, get your drinks, and if you're in any group chats, I'd like to see any of your photos of snacks of your Super Bowl variety. So everyone have a safe and fun weekend.
There you go. Check the links below. We'll see you next week on the Cleaner Cast. Stay clean, everybody.